hospital ward, the faint beeping of the heart monitor filled the room. Its steady rhythm, the only reminder that you were still here. The pale glow from the bedside lamp cast soft shadows on your face, making you look even more fragile. Jungkook sat beside your bed, your cold hand enclosed in his much larger one. His thumb traced over your knuckles in slow, absent minded strokes, as if grounding himself in the fact that you were alive. His jaw was tense, but his eyes were haunted, tall pools of regret, disbelief, and something far deeper. For a long moment, he just sat there, staring at your still form. His mind was a storm, fragments of the incident playing over and over, the beeping sound of the gunshot, the sigh of you collapsing, the warm blood staining his hands. Suddenly, a thought struck him. His gaze sharpened and he sat up straight. He was in his bedroom earlier that day, mechanically unloading his weapon, a routine he never skipped. One by one, he emptied the magazine, placing the bullets neatly on the desk. He was certain of it. Jungkook's breath caught. Yes, I remember I emptied it. Then how did wine get shot? As if on cue, your lashes flutter. Slowly, your eyes open, still heavy from the anesthesia. Hey, Wine, look at me. Are you okay? Does it hurt? Can you hear me? Wine, please. His questions tumbled out rapidly, his voice shaky despite his efforts to sound calm. You blinked at him once, then turned your face away. A single tear escaped, sliding down the curve of your cheek. You didn't answer his questions. Your silence spoke volumes. Out of instinct, your hand slowly moved to your belly, only to face that familiar, almost magical awareness you had these past 2 days. The quiet, comforting knowledge that a life is growing inside you was gone. The emptiness was stiffening. Your hand shifted slightly to the left side of your abdomen, and a sharp jolt of pain made you wince. Jungkook immediately catch your hand again. I killed my baby. A tear slipped past your trembling lips as the words left you. No, you didn't. Don't you dare blame yourself for this. But it happened because of me. My hands. My hands. You close your eyes, the sob building in your chest. No, you don't understand. I didn't even tell you yet. I thought I thought I would surprise you on your birthday. I was going to tell you that you were going to be a father. But the baby left me before I could even tell you. The dam broke, you began crying loud, raw, and broken. Jungkook pulled you into his arms, holding you tight against his chest. As if he could shield you from the pain by sheer force. His hand moved slowly up and down your back, his lips pressing against your temple. Please don't cry like this. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. We will get through this. You still have me, and I still have you. That's what matters now. You clung to him, your fingers twisting the fabric of his shirt. But it's not fair. Our baby didn't even get a chance. I know. I know, and I'm so sorry, but I swear to you, whoever did this, whoever put that bullet in my gun, they will regret the day they were born. For a moment, the two of you sat there holding on to each other, forgetting the source of this tragedy, forgetting that it had been his cousin in the room earlier that night. But then, through your gaze of grief, her face flashed in your mind. You pulled back slightly, your red rimmed eyes locking on his. Jungkook, your cousin, she was there. The warmth in his gaze vanished instantly, replaced by something cold and level. Please believe me, I emptied my magazine after I picked you up from the university. You saw me do it, didn't you? You nodded slowly, remembering. Then how did your gun have bullets when I pulled the trigger? His jaw clenched and a dark, murderous fire lit in his eyes. That's exactly what I am going to find out. And when I do, his voice dropped into a tone that could freeze blood. I won't leave them breathing. You swallowed hard but nodded, leaning back into his embrace. This time you held him tighter, not out of love, but out of that shared knowledge that someone had crossed a line they could never return from. 3 days later, the hospital's faint antiseptic scent was finally behind you. Jungkook drove you back to his mansion, his hand occasionally tightening on the steering wheel as if each turn brought him closer to a silent storm. When he carried you inside, the familiar walls wrapped around you like an unwanted memory. The soft aroma of polished wood, the elegant drapes, the hush of the grand space. It all should have felt like home. But the moment you stepped near the living room, your chest constricted. Your vision blurred for a second and then it hit you. That day, that scene, the sound of her lips near his, a sharp bang tore through you, and a single tear slid on your cheek before you could stop it. Jungkook, noticing instantly, placed you gently on your bed and crouched down beside you. His voice was low, ash with concern. Hey, what happened? You really kissed her. His eyes locked on yours, unreadable for a moment before he leaned in and pressed a soft kiss to your forehead. Please trust me, Wine. I know I act cold towards you sometimes, but that doesn't mean I would ever let her kiss me. She was about to, but I pushed her away. I swear. He swallowed hard, his jaw tightening. She even lied about being pregnant, said she was carrying my child, but I have never touched her in my life. You are the only woman I have ever held like this, the only woman I love, trust me. His sincerity was raw, his jaw almost bleeding, but your lips didn't move. You said nothing. After a beat of silence, he stood and quietly ordered the maids to prepare a healthy lunch for you. He didn't leave for the office that day. Instead, he stayed by your side, making sure you were comfortable. His movements almost too gentle for the man you knew. Later, when you went to the bathroom, Jungkook opened his laptop. Hidden behind the clean interface was the feed from his mansion's security cameras, footage he had installed for reasons only he knew. He clicked on a timestamp. The video showed him in his bedroom, methodically uploading his weapon, the empty magazine placed on the desk. Then, as the screen's corner clock ticked forward, you could see him leave the room, hiding outside for a moment, and that's when she appeared. Hyun, she moved like she owned the place. Her smile sharp and poisonous. She picked up his gun, loading it with her own bullets as if she had done it a thousand times before. Her voice slithered through the speakers. I know you, Jungkook. Ever since childhood, you have had this habit of pointing gun when you are angry. Let's see if she survives this time or not. The image shifted another angle from the living room. Hyun was leaning in, her face dangerously close into his. But just before her lips could touch, he shoved her away with wistful disgust. That was the exact moment you had walked in that day. The scene you had burned into your memory, but without the truth, you now saw. A tear slipped from your eyes. He had been telling the truth. He wasn't the culprit. He hadn't lied. You turned your head toward him only to see his eyes already fixed on the footage. Burning crimson with rage, without a word, Jungkook stood, the air around him heavy enough to suffocate. His steps were steady, deliberate, but each one sounded like a death knell. He left the room without a backward glance, and deep down, you knew. Tonight would be Hans' last night in this world. It had been 3 days since that day. Your wounds were healing, both on your body and slowly in your heart. Jungkook never spoke of Hyun again, and you never asked. But the question gnawed at you, burning in the back of your mind. What exactly did he do to her? Today you decided you need the answer. When Jogo came home that evening, he stepped out of his car with the same composed, cold aura he always carried. You were sitting on the couch pretending to scroll through your phone, but as soon as he entered, you asked softly, What happened to Hyun? For a long, tense moment, he didn't reply. His eyes locked on yours, stark and readable. Then, without a word, he gestured for you to follow. Your heart pounded as he led you down the dim corridor of the mansion, stopping before a heavily polished door you had never seen before. With the turn of a key, the metallic click echoed ominously, and the door creaked open, revealing a narrow staircase that led underground. The air grew colder and heavier with every step, smelling faintly of damp concrete and something metallic. When you reached the bottom, the basement revealed itself, cold walls, dim light, and instruments of torture neatly arranged on a steel table. But your eyes widened in horror when they found her. Hyde was chained to a metal chair in the center of the room. Her once flawless face was bruised and swollen, lips split, hair a tangled mess clinging to her tear-streaked cheeks. Her breathing was vague, each inhale slowly, sounding like it took every ounce of her remaining strength. When she saw Jungkook, she began sobbing, her voice hoarse and cracked. Please just kill me. I can't take this anymore. You froze, horrified. This wasn't just punishment, this was slow destruction. Jungkook's lips curled into a smirk that didn't reach his eyes. His voice was low, almost calm, but dripping with menace. Oh no, Hiron, that would be mercy, and mercy is something you don't deserve. He stepped toward her with slow, deliberate movements, each footstep echoing on the concrete floor. Reaching her, he grabbed a fistful of her hair and yanked her head back, forcing her to look into his eyes. You put a bullet in my wife, you try to destroy the one thing in this world that belongs to me. So now I'm going to destroy you piece by piece until you pray for a death I will never give you. You felt a shiver run down your spine. This wasn't just rage, this was obsession, a darkness that consumed every word he spoke. Han whimpered, shaking under his grip. Do you know what the difference is between you and her? She's mine, and you're nothing but a rotting piece of trash I forgot to take out. Han whimpered, her wrist swaying against the chains. I didn't. Lies, you have been lying since the day you learned to speak. But here, he tightened his grip on her hair, forcing her to cry out. There is no one to believe you, no one to save you, only me. You stood frozen, your heart pounding. You had seen Jungkook angry before, but this was something else entirely. This was pure, controlled brutality. Jungkook, what are you going to do with her? He glanced at you, and for a moment his expression softened, but only for you. Whatever it takes to make sure she never even dreams of hurting you again. You don't need to hear the details, but you can stay and watch if you want to. Then, without breaking eye contact with you, he pulled a knife from the table. Its blade glinted under the dim light as he traced it along Hans' cheek. Every scream you make will be for her, and you will beg for that long before I grant it.